let's continue. So the first page now looks better. Let's see if I can move this here. This is the cue notes. It's good. This one I can put here. Okay. Second page. We moved a few systems to the previous page, so I guess we have to delete the page break here. Let's get this system also on this page. That way we won't have to break the layout, the result from the plugin, from this plugin. So let's see. Okay. All right. This is second page. Let's see if I can even space the systems evenly. Okay. This looks a little bit crowded, so, but I guess there is no choice. If I move this to the next system, I'm gonna have a problem with the tempo change here, so I guess it doesn't look too bad though. Yeah, this is actually not, it's fine, just leave it the way it is. Okay, let's get the rests, the whole note rests. Below the stuff. Okay. Very good. Yeah, this is not bad. I would just manually drag a few things. Yeah. This one. But other than that, I think this is okay. Now we see again the habit of Perfect Layout plugin to move the dynamics on the side. Don't really like that much. That option. I'm sure if I look in the manual, I probably could find a way to undo this setting. If it's not there yet, I think this would be a nice thing to add to the plugin, to the functions of the plugin, to be able to not do this, the moving of the parts, moving of the dynamics in parts. Yes, maybe in the score would be no problem, but in the parts, I think I don't really like that, the dynamics in front of the note. So let's see. Okay, we have to move this down a little bit, so gonna steal some space. Okay. Right, so manual adjustments. Right, let's see how this looks. Right, so it's okay the way it is. It's fine, doesn't really need anything any changes. This is okay. Everything is readable. This little thing here, let's see, triplet. Okay, now I will have another look at this when I do the PDFs. Gonna look a little more detail. Let's see, in more detail. Alright, this is good. I just want to see this place in other instruments. This is good. And that's the spot. This one doesn't have it. Good. Okay. And the second clarinet. This one. Okay. All right, not bad. Moving on. Bassoon 1. Let's see how the plugin worked on this one. I'm seeing some problems with this right here. Okay. Now that could be for several reasons. Let's. I think I had a similar spot in the first movement. Let's see if I can group these rests. Yeah. I think the problem is, again, this was an old finale file. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years old, and I have been copying the parts from an old file, so these rests need to be changed to the default whole rests. Yes. So let's do that. And then we'll try it again. Okay, we shouldn't try it on this bar though. Right. Default whole rests. Here it is. Okay, we got it. This bar didn't catch because it has a rallentando in it, but that was the idea. maybe a good option for the plugin would be to be able to catch those bars that are rests, but for some reason they have a real whole note rest instead of the default whole note rest. Actually, I just remembered that maybe the plugin is already doing this. I just unchecked that. I unchecked those settings in the plugin to change the rests because of the solo instrument. Maybe that was, I didn't want the plugin. Oh, sorry. I didn't want the plugin to interact with the whole note rests in the solo instrument. So I unchecked that setting in the Perfect Layout, and maybe that was the reason why all this happened. So let's see, let's fix these moments as well. I do have a button on the Stream Deck for changing to the default rests. So I'm gonna try to use them, and just in case this as well. Okay. And let's see what happens. Okay. Now, one way to go about this would be to continue and adjust this as I'm seeing it here. And another way would be to try to run the Perfect Layout plugin only on this part, or if I've never tried this to run it on just a specific spot, so maybe it would be a good idea to try it and see the results, what's going to happen. So I'm going to save it. Okay. Right, save. And so how about if I select this and try this option and see what happens. Okay, let's do the same thing in the score. Okay, I see. Alright, so I haven't never tried this option. I've read a little bit that I could do such thing. It doesn't look like this is available. Let me check one more time in the manual. Let's see if I can figure this out. So I've checked a little bit the manual for this idea, and I think I'm not gonna go into running the plugin on just this part, because I guess it will change all parts. So I might be wrong about this, but I don't really need the plugin to change any of my other parts, and I don't know if I'm not sure if this option will, if I run this plugin with only in parts, it will change, you know, the editings that I did in the previous part. So I guess I will have to stick with the first variant, that is I'm going to manually fix whatever we did here to look better, so it shouldn't be too bad. So let's see first what we have on this page. So first page, okay, the rests, it's the usual. Okay, and this clarinet, maybe this would be a little better. It's not bad, everything is pretty nice. Yeah, we have the cadenza here, and that's decent. Okay, now here this one doesn't look too good. I can move the first line here a little bit and then space it the first page evenly once more. Just give it a little more space. Okay, let's go to page 2. Alright, so it looks pretty good even the way it is now. Okay, right here, the same problem with the rests. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, and we're moving to the third page. Okay, how about if I move everything to this? I'm gonna do some changes, so we'll have to fix a few things. Okay. All right. Respacing this. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty decent for what I'm seeing. Okay, good. Okay, next part. Alright, now that's the tricky part. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have more of those measures, more of those bars in other instruments as well. Okay. just want to see this spot in the score. Okay. I probably need to program. Wait, I do have this on the stream deck. Okay. Default. I'm changing the rests to default. Whole note rests. This is my mistake. I think the plugin has that option to detect. I might be wrong, but I think I haven't seen anything like this before. So again, this is an old file. So let's change these bars to default, and then the measure, the whole note measures, and then did I do this once? Let's try that. Okay. These are different instruments. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see again. Wait, this doesn't work. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe because of the page break. Could be. Let's try. See if I don't think it is, but let's see. Could be. Probably it is the reason. Nope. How about this? Just this once. Let's see if I can. Very interesting. Alright, so let me figure this out. Let's see what could be the problem here. Okay, I think I figured this out. So again, this part is very special because it's a two parts in one. So the reason why I wasn't able to merge the rests in these bars, because I guess something was preventing in the other on the other instrument here. So as soon as I changed the other instrument to default whole note rests, I was able to do this stuff. So okay, so let's see if I can do that in general. I don't think we're gonna have the same problem in other instruments, because I don't think we're gonna have problems with the rests in other situation in this movement, but let's see. So okay, so we have a problem here, here, I could probably do this. Now I'm gonna break this. I don't want to break anything. Actually, this doesn't look very good anyway, so let's try this. Okay. So just gonna change this rests to default. Okay, so yeah, I guess the next spot is this one right here, just all of this. I guess all of them. Default. Right. Okay. And now I think we should be more successful with hiding things. Yep, all of this is working now. What's happening here? Change this to default. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Another interesting. I know what the problem is. This is the bar. Okay. I have something here, like a tempo change or something. I'm going to erase it because I don't need it. And maybe now. There's a lot of interesting things that prevent us, from getting what we want if we don't know what is there. Sometimes it could be tricky. Okay, so let's see. It does look a little bit messy. All right, now in this one we're probably gonna need more manual adjustments, as I can see here. So let's see. All right, so 1 second. I don't want that. So I want this to go. Okay, I can't. This one is the bassoon. This one is the contrabassoon. Okay, how about if I do the opposite then? It's not gonna work, is it? I need more space here, so I didn't really like that. So how about this? Let me open the delete the page break so we don't run into these issues here. Let's see. Okay. Ideally, would be great not to have such thing, but there's no way I can fit so many bars. No, doesn't really work that way. Okay, so the problem is I don't know of a way to do this, and it might not be possible in Finale. Now, if anyone knows how to do this, you can post a comment. But for example, I would like to move these two bars to a new system in between 2 and 3 without creating any new bars or anything else. So maybe just by selecting the bars and creating a new system, placing that in between, so without creating any new bars. Of course, this option insert stuff systems, but it will insert new measures, and I don't want that. So that doesn't really apply to my situation here. So I just thought of this thing. I don't know how if this could be done in Finale. So probably not. But there is a solution to this, which I will do. I'm just gonna move this bar here and this bar here, and this is pretty okay. I'm gonna adjust this later. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's see if we can adjust this. Okay. This. Alright, and we do have the rests here. Let's see. It's good. All right. This is fine. Now we didn't change anything here, so the initial proportions are intact, so that's good. Let's see what we have here. How about if I move this? Actually, all right, now here's another of those spots that, okay, here it is. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do here, I'll just make this bar extra long, and we don't need this, so let's get rid of this. Okay. Okay. Now, what I could do here, I could just select all and unlock it, and it will change everything, all the positions, and then I'll have to check every bar. I think I'm gonna do that because there's a lot of problems anyway here, so nothing I really want to keep. So let's unlock this. Unlock the systems. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it is. Okay. Right. The one of those markings escaped my attention, I guess, so let's see if I can do something about this. Maybe. Okay. Maybe this way. All right. Doesn't look too good. Okay. This, I don't really like that too, so let's change it. That might be the only way to keep it nice and clear, because of the changing of instruments. So again, this part is trickier because there's two instruments here. So all right, let's unlock this again. All right. There's plenty time to change the page here, so no worries about that. Okay, how about fixing the rest here? There's no mistake here. These notes are higher than this one, so same spot. Okay. There's quite a lot of things to adjust because of our edits. This is okay. So now I think would be nice to stretch this a little bit, this page, more white space, giving this a bit more white space. Let's see, 9 to 16. Alright, so maybe the easiest way to do this would be to just use the regular space system evenly and see what happens. Pretty good. A few manual adjustments. Maybe here. Okay, I think this is not bad. And the last page. Let's see how it would look if I move this bar here. I think this is a little bit better. Now here. I'm gonna have a problem in this bar. We're gonna fix it, no problem. So it's okay. I can have this spot, no problem. So this actually, this doesn't look too bad, so let's keep it that way, maybe. Okay. So interesting, I observed that I don't see the rest here. There should be a rest, the whole note rests, because this is the Q notes. Let's check that out. Very interesting. Well, maybe we should create that rest if it's not there. Okay, very strange. Never had this happen before. Usually the Q notes do have the rest, so I think this is a moment for the perfect layout, but maybe it's actually for the Q notes. Yes, the add Q notes in the scoring and arrangement, the first one. I just also like to mention while I'm at this, that if I go back to the score, we won't see anything. So I guess Perfect Layout plugin doesn't show us the Q notes, but it does show, unfortunately, if I write Q notes with the voltas, the 8, the 15, it will show us. So this is one more reason, in addition to many others, not to use score and parts the same file, because it's could get really messy that way. So this is just, this file is for the parts only. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I think I went to the bassoon 1. We are working now here with the second bassoon. So let's adjust this. Okay, that never fails. The rests, this Lua script never failed so far, so thank you for that. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna need to stretch this a little bit, so I'm seeing other problems like this. Just gonna move it this. I need more space here, sure. Alright, so let's try 17 to 22. Let's try to use this. Let's see the effect of the vertical collision remover. Okay, a little bit better. So this is found in scoring and arranging right here. I already mentioned that there are at least three different ways to space the systems. This is one of them, this is another, and then everybody knows about space system evenly, that one. They all do slightly different things, so slightly different options. Okay. Fantastic. We can always adjust things too, if necessary. Okay, this doesn't look bad at all. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so that took us some time, but this is a complicated part. Okay, let's move on. This is bassoon 2, contrabassoon, which we don't need. Alright, now we're into the brass section. So let's see what we have. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I just see the rests. Oh, wrong option here. Here it is. I probably could come up with the script, finale script for this, maybe. I had never tried a finale script that would work with the Lua scripts, so that to save me typing things, but that'll definitely take someone with more experience than I have. I just I basically only know a little bit about the finale scripts, so I'm more into using scripts than making them, I guess, using them on the music, so making use of the scripts. But again, we are all very thankful to these people who create this helping tools for finale composers. So okay. Now this is all very nice. All very nice. Just this rests. Okay. Now I don't have a problem with this. This is fine. It's a Q note. So the page turn, it's fine. Okay, this is pretty good. Leave it as it is. Pretty nice. Second page. Yeah. Very happy. Okay, now this is the final section in the piece where there are, in this version there are two trumpets and they all take turns in playing the same note, and of course there's other things going on, but this is like supposed to be a funny moment here in the orchestration. A lot of I guess it's a D sounding pitch, so it's fine. Okay, another place with the rests. Now, I don't really like to start this note here. Why don't I move it to this next line? Okay. I think we can space this a little more loosely. It's a bit too crowded. I'm gonna have to adjust things maybe, but yeah. Now this is a very high trumpet, so they could use the piccolo trumpet maybe here or something. Maybe that would be easier to play in this register. So I guess in some pieces the players, that more advanced players, they could choose to play parts if they have I guess a higher trumpet. They could use it in a place like this. Okay, so now my main interest has always been, I guess I'm coming from the background of a piano player, so over the years, of course, one learns about other instruments and stuff, but there's nothing like playing an instrument. You know it from the inside. on the other hand, when you write for instruments that you don't know, there is always this creative approach that sometimes could bring some unexpectedly good results too. So because you are not tied to the knowledge that you have about that instrument, so it could work in a good way when you're not very experienced with an instrument. You could find new things, new ways to do something else. But I always think it's great to show the part to the musician, get their opinion, learn from that. So okay, all right, so on to the next part, trumpet 2. Okay, now I do think the plugin, the Perfect Layout plugin, is this one that I've been using for about a year or so. It does help with things, so, and it especially helps with things with like fresh scores. When you write something, you're not concerned. You shouldn't be concerned about where you put the crescendo, diminuendo, all these markings, expressive markings, all the forks, all the dynamics. As long as it's attached to the correct notes, the plugin will fix it and stuff like that. So this kind of mechanical work, it's great that there is this chance to something to take care of that, because there's a lot of it anyway. So even with the plugin, there is a lot of time that you spend. Now most people, I'm taking this excursion into more talking, I guess, but most people who are not familiar with what it takes to write an orchestral piece, especially the orchestral pieces, because they tend to be most time consuming. Not necessarily for writing them, that also is true, but the parts, all this other thing that comes with the project of writing an orchestral piece. So most people don't know. They think, okay, we have a program, everything is in the notation program, and here are the parts, here is everything. Most people don't realize that someone has to do to still take care of the parts and how long it takes to prepare them, even if you have a score already in the notation program, such as Finale, for example. It takes hours and hours and hours. Okay, but thankfully, we have a little help here. So, and also with the Stream Deck, the Jetstream, and all the community of Lua programmers, who really make the process a little bit easier. Okay, let's continue. So it's all the same. Now I did write to Perfect Layout about this thing, and they said that they will post this idea for to try to include that in one of the updates in the future. So this is a known issue. But luckily it's pretty easy to fix, so Now I don't like that so much, so okay. Same thing with the rest. Okay. Now this looks pretty good. I don't think any changes are needed necessarily. You see how it's you know, the tempo markings, alterations are all on the same line, and this is nice. But we can give this page a little more room, white space, slightly more room to breathe. Okay. Moving on, second page. Now, in this case, it does work. We have the rest. We have the EQ notes. This is okay. Okay. That's that spot with the single note. Right, so how about okay, what if I move this line and then the rests? And then probably I don't need this here, so let's leave this beautiful page with the rest. Okay. Alright, but we'll have to maybe adjust some things here. Let's see. Okay, and let's see what did we break? Okay, I'm not doing the right thing. Here it is. Now this doesn't look bad. Quick manual adjustment. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So I think I'm gonna finish this video on this part right now. So we'll continue the work on the parts. We're gonna see the remaining brass parts and then the strings.